Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to take you through a really key training session I had with PABS and my performance and mindset coach, Ben Netterfield. We focused on something that's honestly been a bit of a nemesis for me: trusting my leg and keeping my hand steady. You know, the goal here is for me to reach a point where I instinctively trust my leg to guide PABS and not automatically fall back on my hands, especially that right hand.
Doesn't really matter.
This takes consistency, practice and a lot of mental focus. So let's dive in.
Good.
So we started off with our usual warm-up, really focusing on getting PABS supple and crucially working off my leg. Once he was straight and feeling relaxed, we moved into some jumping exercises. First, a 4-stride line with skinnies, and then a 1-stride double of verticals. Now, we kept the warm-up jumps small. This wasn't about height. It was about honing the fundamentals so that we can both rely on these skills when things get challenging and the jumps get bigger later in the session. The main goal of this session was to develop the feel for different types of canter and to get me comfortable relying on my leg. If I can build that trust in my leg, I can start to break my habit of going to my hands, especially when things get tricky. Ben always says, leg before hand, and today we put that into practice with the help of a little intervention: a pair of steady hands, gloves that I made myself. I linked my gloves with a piece of elastic. It's pretty simple, but that elastic helped remind me to engage the right muscles and to keep my hands steady, balanced and forward focused. I'll admit I was a bit sceptical about the gloves. I mean, could a piece of elastic really make a difference?
With your leg. Well done.
But as we got into the jumps, I quickly noticed something interesting. With the elastic, I wasn't able to use my hands as much, which naturally encouraged me to engage my leg and seat more. I had to think about where my leg was, how strong it was, and focus on keeping a steady contact without pulling. And you know what? PABS responded so well. It was like he was telling me, finally, you're trusting me to go forward without interference.
Good boy.
With PABS and I showing a better connection, we raised the challenge by increasing the height of the jumps as the session moved on.
We've come a long, long way together, through the hard times and the good. I have to celebrate you, baby. I have to praise you like I should.
As we went through the exercises, something started to shift in my own mindset. Instead of worrying about the fences or whether PABS would refuse, I was entirely focused on keeping my leg on and my hands still. When we reached the double, I could feel that my leg was driving him forward, not my hands. And let me tell you, there's something incredibly satisfying about that. I started to feel like, hey, I can actually trust my leg to do the job. I'm realising that the more I trust it, the more he does too. It's like we're building this partnership that doesn't rely on my hands for control. Now, this is where the mental side comes in. Trusting your leg doesn't just happen because someone tells you to. It takes conscious effort, repetition and mental focus. Today, I didn't feel that overwhelming doubt or fear I sometimes do. I wasn't questioning myself with every stride. Instead, I focused on questions like, where's my leg? How strong is my leg? Are my hands quiet? When I really zeroed in on each step of the process like that, the fears sort of took a back seat. I found myself thinking, okay, if I'm doing the right things, using my leg, keeping the contact steady, then it'll be fine. And it was.
You want to stand tall.
Even with a couple of stops, I didn't panic or revert to my old habits. Instead, I took a breath, reassessed, and approached again with my leg on and my focus up and forward.
Together, through the hard times and the good. I have to celebrate you, baby. I have
Those stops could have rattled me, but they didn't today. I think the biggest learning from today is this: if I stay present, trust my leg, and keep consistent contact, the rest will fall into place. I now know I can keep my leg on, my hands steadier, and trust the process. And what a difference this makes.
A good variation leg today, yeah?
Yeah. Better, huh?
And that's that. A huge shout out to Ben for his guidance and to Pabs for being such a champ. The session really reinforced for me that with practice and the right mindset, we can all build the trust we need in our skills. For me, it's trusting my leg and keeping my hands soft. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to see more of our training journey. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.